Hi. We are literally behind the scenes today, and you can see the other ladies behind me sewing steadily on their jackets. So this week is jackets. Last week, pants. Pants muslin, jackets muslin. How are you ladies doing?
Great.
Everybody's doing great. They're going to come and say hi to you too. So I see you all rolling in. Arnell, Karina, and everybody. We were just talking about you girls in a good way, of course. Mary. So we have a couple fun things to share with you today. First of all, I had a little break because they're busy sewing their muslins while I just finished fitting. And so a couple weeks ago, do you remember when I fixed the jeans where I took the zipper out? And then I have another pair of jeans that needed some alterations. So I thought I would show you that live, even though they're sewing jackets. But I thought I would show you how to fix a couple problems. Have you ever had jeans that when you put them on, the tush is too low? That's the nice way to put that. The tush is too low, and if you would just lift it up a little bit, it's like putting a push-up bra, I guess, would be kind of like, is that a good comparison?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, so that's one issue I'm going to show you how to fix. And then the other issue, remember these jeans where I had to fix the fly? But I also mentioned there was too much fabric in the crotch. There's actually a word for that, but we're going to not use that today. So I'm going to take some fabric. Is that the right, Darlene, is that the proper? We took a vote on this, what would sound the best. So take a little fabric out of the crotch seam is what we're gonna do there. Take a little fabric up in the back for the other pair of jeans. So that's what I'm gonna show you. But before I do that, if you've never been here before, say hi, say where you're from. I'm Angela Wolf, and I'm going to introduce you to a couple of the ladies today, especially two of them that are wearing the same outfit. It's our uniform for the day. I just didn't get the memo because everybody else even matches in colors. Oh, except for you, Helen.
Not me. I'm the problem child.
He wants to come up.
Yeah, you girls want to come up and show off your, you got to see this. This is, you might recognize this fabric. Oh my gosh, it's so cute.
They may not be able to tell us apart. Can you guys tell us apart? I go this way.
Didn't this turn out awesome?
Yeah. This is, I'm wearing the ruche tee, and Sharon is wearing her own design. It's a raglan sleeve with the hood. With the hood. She made the hood. Remember that?
That was a mistake. Well, it was really a mistake, but I left it.
It was a design element.
So cute.
But anyway, it worked.
So for all of you that don't know, this is Sharon Moore, Susan Fisher, and you've probably seen their pictures quite often. And they brought some clothes with them this time. And I have to tell you, the clothes look so much better in person than in the pictures.
Absolutely.
But, and you put cuffs?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And did you do the twisted collar or the regular collar?
No, this is the tall.
The tall. So she's wearing the ruche tee. She's wearing a pattern hack.
Yeah.
But I love the fabric.
I know. Well, like I said, you may not be able to tell us apart.
Darlene's wearing the same colors, but a different top. Sharon's wearing the same colors that blend. And then Helen and I don't know, we both match.
Yeah. We went in our own direction.
That's right.
So let me see what the girls are saying to you. Everybody's
It's
fantastic. Hey. And yes, very fun. So the guys went fishing today, caught a ton of fish. It was raining and kind of nasty, but they had a good time. So we'll let you know. Hey, Susie, nice to see you. You made it home safely. I was waiting for you to show up on Monday because you changed your mind. I wasn't sure. And Barb, we miss you. She couldn't make it, but did you leave for your graduation yet? All right, so Helen, you want to show off your top before I show my jeans? Helen's wearing the Bella, and it's super cute. We're going to make a few pattern alterations to it, and this is the first one, and this fabric is awesome. So she made the Bella. She finished the neckline beautifully. I love the sleeves.
Yeah.
And the fabric is like a brushed jersey or something.
It's very soft. Very
It's
soft.
like pajamas.
Yes.
It's very cute.
Very soft.
Did
It's
you-
comfy.
Do you want to share anything with anyone today?
We're having a great time. It's cold today. It was hot yesterday, cold today.
Yeah. Welcome to Michigan.
Yeah. Bye.
So everybody is here working on different brother machines. A couple of them were going to bring their own machines, and they left their machines in their car just to see how awesome these are. So by the way, fantastic. Darlene, do you want to wave, or are you going to
I don't want to get too close.
Darlene's coming to say hi.
I didn't put any makeup on, and I forgot to bring my foundation with me, so nobody's allowed to laugh, but hi.
You look wonderful.
Thank you. You would say that, but
Sharon, you want to say hi?
You get something from
Hi.
me.
Do you want me to angle it towards you? Okay, Sharon number 2 says hi too. And she's almost finished with her jacket muslin. Actually, everybody is pretty much their last round, and then we're going to sew jackets or tops or jeans or I don't know. But would you like to see a quick alteration? I'll make sure I didn't miss any questions, but let's go over to the other machine and let's fix these pants. All right? So I'm going to take you over here.
Mine didn't either, but she'll fix it. Yeah, she'll fix it.
And,
Just do the best you can.
all right, can you see this okay? Oops, let me just kick you around, right? Now I got a blinky because of this. Hold on. Sorry. Another blinky. Well, if I didn't kick the camera, it might be kick the bucket. All right, so the first pair of jeans I have here, and I'll make sure that you can see this okay. This is that first pair I was working on a couple weeks ago. I have already ripped out the fly area. Remember, I was going to do this, but I wanted to make sure I had my good glasses on and didn't rip anything out. Well, on this pair of jeans, below the zipper, when you wear these, there's too much fabric here. I'm sure you all know what we call that in like some funny terms, but there's just too much fabric here. So to fix that, I've removed all the top stitching. I've opened up this seam, the front from the back, like here. And now what I'm going to do is find my pins here. No, they're all over the room. I'm just going to put pins sideways so you can see this really well. If you look at this crotch curve from the zipper down, it's pretty straight. So if I give this a little bit more of a curve right here, I will get rid of that excess fabric. All right, Sadie missed the live show, Sharon.
She sure did.
We had our little puppy here today. All right, so you can see how straight that is. And this would be how you'd fix your ready-to-wear jeans too. If you want this on more of a curve, you have to start up where the zipper starts and just make yourself a little bit more of a curve. I'll just use a piece of chalk here so you can see this. I think you can see that okay. Just like that. But then when you get down to the center bottom of the crotch, that has to be the same where it was. You don't want to take that part in down there, just a little curving at the bottom. All right, so I'm just going to move my pins here. I'm going to make sure there's no technical issues where you can't see. Can you all hear okay over there? Karina said, could it be something to do with turkey? Wrong animal, girl. Arnell wants to know if you used elastic in your sleeves, Helen.
Yes, I do have elastic.
Yes, she did. Pam says you look great, Darlene.
Oh, thank you, Pam.
Okay, you ready? All right, go back over there. Oh, thanks. I'm glad you like the jacket. All right, so let's go back over here and I'll show this. I have a little bit lighter thread in. So, and I'll try not to bump the camera this time. You got to maneuver this in there. That's a small space to get into. And if you're unsure how much to take it in, you could always just use a basting stitch first if you'd like. All right, I'm going to start stitching the same place it was and then just start to angle that stitch out a little bit. Just changing the bottom of the crotch curve on the jeans, just a little bit. And then when you get back to the inseam, make sure that that evens back out. And yes, all 5 of these machines are running, and it is so quiet in here, you wouldn't even know it. Thanks to the little mats, too. Those helped a lot. Wouldn't you girls say, sure?
Oh, yeah.
Absolutely.
All right, so there you go. So I just changed that curve just a little bit. And what I'll do is I'll try these back on, not live, but I'll try these back on. This is my inseam right here. I made sure that the inseam still matches. I'll try it back on, and if I got rid of the fabric, then I'll trim some of that off. If it's too much, I'll lower that, or if I need more. So this is basically just changing the crotch right here. No idea why we have an alarm going off. Maybe it's to remember in case we forgot to say hi to you all. So once I try that on, you'll see in the front area here, you can see where my old top stitching line was. So we'll see how much we took that in. I'll try it on, see if it's okay. And if it's okay, then I'll put my zipper back in, because remember, my zipper broke. So that will be for another day. Now let's go to this pair of jeans.
You can answer. Or not.
This pair of jeans.
Well, because
Right here. Open this up. So this is the jeans, by the way, that if this is too much room here, the pockets are too low on your tush. So if I were to lift this up a little bit, it really made a difference. And the girls that were here last week would really could see that in person, how if I wore these jeans, the pockets were too low. If I lifted this up, it looked much better. So I know the jeans are dark, so just bear with me here. So I opened this section up here, and now I'm gonna open this right here. All right, hold on. Yeah, you can order the mats. Can I move this camera on you girls?
Sure.
So, can you see the mats? That are underneath all the machines, all of them. I know it's probably gonna be blinky. And what this is it makes it really nice and quiet. There you go.
Okay.
All right, back here. And yes, you can get the mats. If you saw the live show with Blaine and I, you can get them at soymachinesplus.com. They come in 3 different sizes. So I have one for my serger now, one for all of these smaller ones fit on the Stellaire, the Dream Machine, even the Luminaire. But if you're going to use your embroidery hoop on there or have your embroidery section, then you'll want the biggest mat. All right, so I'm just ripping the rest of this out, as you can see. You always have to be careful. This is that new denim I have, and it's so soft. But what does that mean? One little rip in the wrong spot, and you could have a hole, which I don't want. I don't want, oh, Darlene, I thought you were laughing at me. Yeah, I don't want a hole. Get past the belt loops here. I'm gonna have to get these jeans back out. Yesterday I wore a cute skirt because it was like 80 here, and today it's like, I don't know, 50, 40?
43.
43.
I think it's called amethyst.
What are you girls trying to figure out?
Well, Amy asked a question on Facebook about, a lady wants her to dye a light blue dress and turn it into a wine color. And actually, that's exactly what I did.
Here, I'll bring you up here.
Okay, Amy, if you're watching, this is exactly what I did with a piece of light blue silk charmeuse. This is
Hold on one sec. There we go. Go ahead.
Okay, this is this little part here is blue, and this was silk charmeuse, and I think the color is either amethyst or red wine or something. And I just wanted to practice hand dyeing silk charmeuse, and I just had a piece of light blue left, and it turned this color. I didn't do anything else other than follow the instructions for. I did the soda ash. 20-minute rinse kind of thing, or soak, and then I proceeded to do the technique, the low immersion technique, using the color that I wanted. I would imagine if you wanted to do it, I would try a piece of, if you have a remnant or just a little piece of it, go ahead and try the dye. You have nothing to lose except that little piece of that little scrap. So see what you can come up with. But I don't think you'd have to.
Pull that up higher so she can see the color.
I don't think you'd have to.
Yeah, that's cute.
I don't think you would have to discharge color at first. I don't think you'd have to do that. And this actually is Karina's little handy dandy thing.
Oh, look at that.
It's my pin thing that Karina created and Kelly digitized for my particular whatever it was. And so then I took a piece of silk charmeuse, quilted it, and stuck it on the back. I was proud of
Super,
myself. Yeah,
super
so
cute.
give it a try, Amy.
Very creative.
Good job, Amy. Share photos when you're done, too. All right,
That one's mine. Yeah.
back to my pants.
And that's okay. We can just look at
So
it.
I've opened this entire back up.
Interrupt everything. I just thought I'll show this.
No, but you know, that way we answered it.
Yeah.
Okay, see this? There's my waistbands off. And here's my pants. Now I needed to open that whole section because I can't just lower this with my belt loops here because I'm gonna cut off my belt loops, which is not gonna work. So I'm just gonna take these off. Again, you just have to be really careful when you remove these. So there's one belt loop off. And the second belt loop off. And as much as we all enjoy ripping stitches out, Nanette, I need your shirt. Nanette had a shirt on last week. If I'm holding the, you see me holding this and it's a seam ripper, stay away. I might not be having a good day.
And for what it's worth, that particular word that it's the ship of the desert is a camel.
Oh,
So just think of what we're about, toes of the ship in the desert.
all right.
Never mind.
Never mind. So look at what I've done. Here's the pants that needed to be raised. And you could do this on your ready to wear too. You just have to make sure that you could match up your top stitching. So where this was, right here, I raised the pants and lowered the waistband. Now, because I'm fixing something that's already made, I really don't want to have to make an entire new waistband, right? And I'll turn you this way. If it blinks, I'll bring you back on. There you go. So see how when I lift that, I just have to make sure that the waistband will still fit along that seam. If you take it down too low, then it's not going to fit. But this fabric has a lot of stretch. Now, what you have to be careful of is, let's just say you take this down and all of a sudden you've got all this fabric here on your pants and this much fabric on your waistband. That's not going to work because if I stretch that to fit, you'd look at the front of your jeans and you'd have a bunch of gathers. That would not be so flattering. So instead, I'm just basically holding each edge and taking out. I'll just see how much this will allow me to without adjusting the amount of fabric. I could never find more pins. Susan brought her handy dandy pin holder.
Yeah.
So someone said, "Are you having fun?" I think we're having fun, girls. Are we having
Oh,
fun?
absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Even the guys are having fun.
Yeah.
I'm not sure who has more fun, us or the guys. But there you go. And
I know my husband's having fun.
Oh, yeah.
Sharon says, "I know my husband."
Either Steve was holding that fish up at a straight angle because the fish looked bigger than he is. I mean, today with big old Cheshire cat grin on his face. They're having fun.
We'll have to share those photos. Do you have them on your phone?
I don't. Sharon has them.
Sharon has it, okay.
All right. So see how I have this pinned in place? And so now it goes from the side seam. I've taken out some of the fabric of the pants all the way to the other side seam. And so I'll base that in place and then I will try them on. And I'm not going to try them on live, so I'll try them on later and then tell you tomorrow or next week. Well, actually, I'll be on tomorrow too. Tomorrow we're making buttonholes on the brother page. So see that? All right, so let's just run that through the basting. So maybe what I can do is finish these tomorrow and we'll do buttonholes on Friday.
Oh, yeah.
So I'm just going to run this through.
Yeah.
Use a little bigger stitch just in case I need to rip it out. And yes, I'm using pins, which I never do usually. Bring you right there. But I need to pin this in place, otherwise I'm not going to know if it's going to fit right. And again, this would be even if you were altering somebody else's garment. So where am I stitching? I'm stitching in the previous stitch line, not on the top stitching line. These jeans have been through the wash a few times, so you can see a lot of the frayed edges. Frayed not.
There's a joke about that. I can't remember what it is.
Something about afraid not.
Afraid not.
And now
Perfect.
it fits nicely. Bring you back right here. It fits nicely right here. There's no puckers. It fits great. I'll try this on. And if it brought up my pockets enough, which it looks pretty good, it looks like I might need to take up a little bit more on this side because this side looks like it's a little more. So I'll measure that and redo this side here. But then if that fits okay, then all I have to do is bring my waistband back in and top stitch. And you can see I took off all this excess fabric. And guess what? I was right. I took up a lot more on this side than this side. So this side looks pretty good. I'll rip out my basting stitches and just take that side up just a little bit more. Try it on. And that's how easy it is to take up the back yoke a little bit. This is really helpful, especially if you have a flat tush. A great help. So Susan, what's on your phone?
This is Sharon's phone. This is Mason,
All right.
Sharon's husband.
Hold on. Camera went out. I'll hold it.
Okay. This is Mason. This is Myron, Sharon's husband. The other Sharon, Sharon B. And Sharon. And then this is Steve, my husband, with a big fish. Apparently they caught 14 fish today.
Nice job.
Nice job. Very good job.
Very good.
Yeah.
You girls look so good in your uniform.
Yeah, we're good.
All right, so I'm coming back over here to see if you have any questions, and then we're going back to making jackets. So, but I did think that this little tutorial for jeans would be helpful to you, and I'll go check your questions. But I have to say, Susie, are you in here? Guess what we did? Wynn went to buy some more champagne, and we drank the whole store out. Actually, I think they only had a small shelf, but just being full disclosure, if we ran out of champagne, girls, it's Susie's fault.
Okay. Susie Berry.
Just kidding. All right, so let me see if you have questions, and I'll take those. I know those were big fish, weren't they? The guys were pretty excited. Yeah, they're salmon, Kim. So they caught salmon, king salmon. I think they caught 1 or 2 coho and some lake trout. Susan, who sewed your finger?
I cut. I was cutting a little excitedly with the Kai scissors. Angela's,
Let's see if you're on.
scissor hands.
You could go to that camera. You're right there. I'll bring you.
Okay.
So I had to go invest in stock in Band-Aid and
Neosporin.
Neosporin.
I should have trimmed this off with pinking shear so it wouldn't ravel. But this, Nurse Nancy over here, otherwise known as Helen Jackson, fixed up my finger, so it's fine. It just bled all over the place, and I couldn't have that. But if I don't burn myself or cut myself or slit or stick something, then I haven't been sewing. So it was a successful day.
All right, so we're not letting her use the rotary cutter this week, and she actually did it on the Angela Wolf scissors. Did you see those? I have these. These are sharp though.
Yeah, they are very sharp. But I did not spill any blood on the fabric.
These monster scissors, but now they have the logo, so maybe it was the logo. I don't know. But these are sharp.
Fuel on them.
Wynn will want these on the boat. He took 2 pairs now. I know. They're his birthday present. All right, so I saw a couple questions. Let me make sure that I got all these. And a first aid kit must be in the sewing room. Yes, Cindy. But I didn't know I needed 5. I just. Phyllis says you always have to have bandages to back up. I so agree. Oh, Amy is on here about did you get the dye? Amy, did you see that part about the dye? Arnell, I do have the new scissors in. I haven't posted them on the website, but you could call me too. Connie wants to be fishing. All right, let's see. I know I saw like 2 questions. Mary's gonna, Mary, you're gonna make another muslin. She's making another muslin on the Evelyn. Can't wait to see it. I'm curious, are they able to keep those fish or do they have to release them back into the back? Jeannie, these are edible fish and you're allowed to catch a certain number per day. So those are going into, I'm sure, into some of their freezers, unless we bribe the guys to cook for us tonight. Kelly says we all look calm and relaxed. Wait till Thursday. Then we all look dead because we're so tired. We are. We're having a great time. Michaela wants to go fishing and sewing. Hey, Melody. And glad you liked that. Glad you liked that. So any questions on the jeans? Otherwise, we're going to go back to sewing. Oh, Lois, sorry, I got it. I had to think about it for a moment. Did you change your pattern to keep these changes, or would different fabrics affect fit? So that's a good question. So first of all, different fabrics always affect fit. So these ladies right now are making jacket muslins out of a cotton muslin fabric that has no stretch. And I've designed the pattern for each one of them, or fitted it to them, where if they're going to wear a blouse underneath, or if they're going to wear a bigger shirt, what do they usually wear under it? So like this jacket here is a little fitted because I quickly made it and didn't add a full bust adjustment. So it'll just be open all the time, but it looks great. And this, all I wear under it is a tank top, but I could never wear a big turtleneck under this. I'd never be able to get it on. So you have to consider what you're wearing underneath. And then you also have to consider what the fabric is. So if you have a stretch fabric, you might take in those seams just a little bit. It's a lot to do, but you keep little notes with each fabric. That's a great question, by the way. And let's see, here's another one.
Are you waiting for her too?
Angela, by taking your material up and moving your pockets up, won't it be too tight in the crotch? So actually, no, because that was the problem. The pants were saggy in the tush. So because the pants were saggy, I had plenty of room to lift it up. If not, then you'd have a problem. But I had measured wrong or something between my muslin fabric and my denim. So now when I lift that up, it's going to fit much better. Hey, Judy, we miss you too. Beverly, great to see you. So Beverly, by the way, you're famous now. We've all been eating your awesome coffee cake. Everyone's like, yes, yes. It comes out every morning. And thankfully, we're fitting jackets and not pants like last week. I'm addicted to that stuff. Karina says, husbands listening, don't talk about fishing with Win. Susie, I'm so glad you had fun last week. We did have a lot of fun. Oh, wait, whose daughter is Hannah Wheeler? Oh, that's your daughter?
Yeah.
Hey, Hannah.
Is she on there? Oh.
Your dad is definitely having fun. Great to see you. Cindy, I would do no alterations on the jeans and kept them for winter. You're hilarious. And Chris Held says hi. All right, so let's see, Patty. But if it's a poly instead of silk, will it take the dye? No, you have to use a different dye. If you're using silk, that's different. A polyester, when it comes to dyeing fabric, you would need an entirely different dye. I don't usually dye poly. Have you dyed poly, Susan? Yeah.
It won't take.
It's not, there is a specific dye that you can use for poly, but I've never had much success with it, and nor I didn't really want to do that. So that was a good question, though. And Amy says, thanks, she has extra fabric.
Great.
I don't know what I did with it.
All right, everyone, we're going back to sewing jackets if there's no more questions. So this is the schedule then. I know we had a little shorter show today, and we will tomorrow too. And let's see, is that a 2-week class? No, Dalia, this is, last week was jeans, or not jeans. Last week was a pants fitting class where they could make jeans or pants or whatever. But last week was a pant muslin class, and this week is a jacket muslin class. 2 different classes.
Maybe I didn't have it.
And Shirley, the jeans I just made were baggy in the crotch. I need to find out how to fix that. So it depends if it's baggy in the front or the back or both. But if it's baggy, usually you can take in your inseam and that will raise your crotch up. Or you can lift your pants up if you haven't put the waistband on and attach your waistband lower. 2 different things that you could possibly do there. Jean, is this the Evelyn? This is the Evelyn. So this is the Evelyn, and I have the embroidery. This is that embroidery collection that I attached here. And this collar usually goes to the front. I tacked it open just because it was bothering me. I agree. Thank you, thank you. So everyone have fun. So tomorrow I will be live. We will all be live on the Brother page at noon, and I'm going to work on buttonholes because they want to learn some things about buttonholes, and I thought I'd give you some tips too. So, all right, everyone have a good day, and everyone ready to go back to fitting?
Yes. Bye.
They're all ready for me, and I wasn't going to do that live. So definitely have a great afternoon. We will. Oh, Dalia, I'd love to have you in the next pants class. Pam, is there a RIT dye for poly? Oh, there is a RIT dye for poly. Yeah, but have you used it though, Pam? Because I haven't had much luck with
You
that
want
one,
them all, or-
but maybe you give us some tips.
Yeah, I do.
Yes, definitely. All right, well, have a good day. And we're over and out because we're gonna go back to sewing. I was gonna say pants. We're sewing our jackets. All right, see you later.